For Bobby Robson, 90 minutes of football against Real Madrid could make or break his tenure at Barcelona. It's Barca's first outing in the Cup, and they've drawn the old enemy. Memories of their last meeting will be only too fresh, just before Christmas at the Bernabeu.
Roberto Carlos standing over the ball. Oh, it's missed by everybody except Chuka! Seedorf. This is Mijatovic! It's two!
That was the beginning of a slump that has seen Robson come under intense pressure from the media. Barcelona have lost 3 games. Real remain unbeaten this season. Even Ronaldo, the World Player of the Year, has been criticised. He stormed to 13 goals in 11 games up through November, but then it's 5 in his last 9 matches, and the fans need him to recover his form if they're to restore their faith. Luis Enrique, a former Real Madrid favourite, is carrying the Brazilian at present. His recent hat-trick rescued Barcelona from defeat against Real Betis as they came back from 2 down to win 3-2. The main problem, though, is the defence. The worst moment for Robson in 7 months at Barcelona has been a defeat by Hercules. After taking a 2-goal lead, Barca threw it away as the promoted club scored twice to level it before. Real have been in far more impressive championship form, dispatching the champions Atletico Madrid, with Raúl scoring twice in a 4-1 victory. It was a game that many thought Atletico could win, but Fabio Capello seems to have continued where he left off with his previous club, Milan. Barcelona opened the scoring through Ronaldo on 13 minutes. But they couldn't hold the lead for long. Davor Šuker replying with a powerful strike from the edge of the area. After the break, Fernando Hierro put Real Madrid in front with a superb free kick in the 66th minute. Barcelona hit back 3 minutes later. Nadal's free kick just clipping Hierro and beating Bodo Illgner to make it 2-2. But with 12 minutes left, Barca dug deep, and the second-half substitute Giovanni won them the game with a header. That gives them a 1-goal advantage to take to the Bernabeu. That was a week ago, so now the second leg. Can Barca go on to defeat the league leaders? Watching the action in the Bernabeu, Peter Brackley.
The Bernabeu Stadium is packed and alive with expectancy as these two giants of the Spanish game prepare to do battle again. Barcelona with the edge then after their first leg success, but such has been Real Madrid's excellence this season, you certainly wouldn't rule them out of overturning this 4th-round tie. 27 league games unbeaten now, Real. The defeat by Barcelona in the first cup meeting in the Nou Camp was their first loss in 31 competitive matches. A tremendous game in prospect tonight between the two teams dominating the Spanish league. There's one change in the Real Madrid side for the one that beat Deportivo La Coruña in their last outing. 19-year-old Raúl, who missed that match through illness, returns at the expense of another rising star, Victor. Panucci, who's followed Capello from Milan, of course, is again preferred at fullback to Secretario, and up front Mijatovic and Šuker continue their impressive partnership. Bobby Robson has reshuffled his Barcelona side after the disappointing draw with Oviedo last time out. 5 changes in all. There are recalls for Fernando Couto, Bloch and Pizzi, and both Ferrer and Popescu return after injury. Ronaldo carries the major threat in attack, of course, prompted by Luis Enrique and the wide men Pizzi and Figo. The referee is Manuel Diaz-Vega. A tense occasion, and one that's delicately balanced. Real now with home advantage will surely provide a fierce examination of Barcelona's resolve. Bobby Robson's team have been jittery of late, hence Robson's changes tonight. But he himself has been granted the dreaded vote of confidence by the Barcelona president, who's rejected rumours that Louis van Gaal, the Dutchman, is being lined up to replace him. Free kick then to Real Madrid, which Panucci is going to take for them. Panucci, who's in the Italian squad for the match against England at Wembley, and may well feature in the starting 11. Mijatovic and Šuker trying to find some space in that Barcelona penalty box. The flick on is from Amoviska, but no problem for Vito Bayer in the Barcelona goal. This is Sergi, the Spanish international. then tonight after injury. Block the Frenchman. The touch from Ronaldo. Here's Guardiola in the anchor role in midfield for Barcelona. Ronaldo with an injection of pace in. Good save. Terrific stop by Baldeona. Some really incisive attacking there from Barcelona, inspired by Ronaldo, the FIFA World Player of the Year. He's scored now in each of his last 5 games. Fabio Capello, who's doing a fine job with Real Madrid this season, having led Milan, of course, to yet another championship in the last campaign. Here's Schuka. Fernando Couto. Schuka again. Decent ball in. Great save by Maya to tip the header from Mijatovic over the bar. Such a thrilling combination, Schuka and Mijatovic. Schuka with 20 goals this season, Mijatovic with 10. They really have been a potent force up front. But all credit there to Vito Baia for the save. He's currently in 3rd place by in the Zamora goalkeeping list with 26 goals against. Here's the corner. Hierro surely punched it in. The Barcelona defenders pointing to their hands. It's a yellow card for Hierro and it won't count. No hesitation there from referee Manuel Diaz-Vega. Hierro used his arm to deflect the ball in as he challenged there with Pizzi and Ferrer. A clear punch from Hierro. And quite rightly, he has been shown the yellow card. Strong header by Laurent Blanc. Run by Roberto Carlos, who's continued his run through now. And here is the Brazilian with a great chance. Roberto Carlos just beyond Mijatovic. And I wonder there, he might not have done better by going for goal. Mijatovic, who made the run into the centre after Roberto Carlos went streaming through. Terrific ball to release it. Meantime, a yellow card for Panucci for the late tackle. Scything challenge then on Figo. And here is Roberto Carlos. And he's just pulled it back beyond Mijatovic, but only inches away. Super run by the Brazilian. And such awareness from Mijatovic too. Real beginning to dictate the play now. It's Schuka. That'll be a free kick to Real. Caught by Luis Enrique, then Schuka. The former Real man, of course, Luis Enrique. Now Roberto Carlos. He's a long, long way from goal, but that doesn't bother him. Didn't really get hold of it. Laid off to Seedorf. Now Raul. A lovely turn. Still Raul. Good save by him. So sharp then Raul. Well, he's approaching now 50 first-class goals for his club. And this was nearly number 48. But in terms of this King's Cup tie, they are still shading it. 3-2 up, remember, from the first leg. Here's Ronaldo! Well, he brought it down beautifully then, Ronaldo. Look at his control here. Away from Roberto Carlos, his Brazilian compatriot. In fact, it was a fine save by Elner, guarding his near post. That was Alcorta. Here's Ronaldo. He was impeded then by Alcorta. Barcelona's free kick. Ronaldo, 23 goals this season, remember. Fantastic tally. Milner to punch it away. It's half-time. Goalless so far, but Real have really their own profligate finishing to blame for that. They've had the better chances so far in what has been an enthralling first half in front of this huge crowd in the Bernabeu Stadium. No goals tonight. Barcelona's 3-2 advantage from the first leg is holding good. Welcome back to the second half from the Bernabeu Stadium. Real Madrid 0, Barcelona 0 in this second leg of the King's Cup 4th round tie. Barcelona having won the first leg in the Nou Camp by 3-2. It's still very tight. This is Sergi to Fernando Couto. His first start, incidentally, Fernando Couto, the Portuguese international, since early December. He's been out of favour for a while. This is promising for Barcelona until the intervention by Cedor. Perfectly timed tackle. That one wasn't. Another yellow card for Popescu. Who went in very late on Alcorta. Oh, took his legs away. Popescu, normally such a cool and composed figure for Barcelona. He got his ankles completely wrong there. Barcelona bench. The Brazilian Giovanni among those waiting there. This is Figo. Away from Alcorta. Still Figo. Great shot for Ronaldo. Back off the post. Well, for a player of his unquestionable quality, that was an amazing miss. Out comes Bayer. Great work by Figo. Flicked into the path of Ronaldo. Well, you can hardly believe your eyes there that Ronaldo, of all people, has squandered the easiest of opportunities. Figo showing such awareness here, just slipping the ball into his path. And somehow, he failed to score. No penalty. He's a very experienced referee. And he wasn't going to be convinced there by Davor Schuker for all his protests. Figo. Here's Guardiola. Some lovely link play then for Barcelona. Ronaldo is in here. Oh, smart save by Boldewijn. And it needed to be too, against Ronaldo. Some scintillating approach play then from Barcelona. And he was onside, Ronaldo. Clarence Cedor, the Dutch international. Aboviska. Cedor again. But Barcelona still proving so hard to break down. And now launching an attack of their own through Ronaldo. Off the post again. Still Ronaldo. And it's gone in off Roberto Carlos. It's an own goal. And surely now, Barcelona have clinched their place in the next round. Ronaldo striking the post for the second time in this second half. And the Brazilian Roberto Carlos so unlucky there to guide the ball into his own net. Terrific play by Ronaldo initially. But again, he's wasted a glorious opening. And then Roberto Carlos on his knees steered it into that empty net. The Real Madrid defence in disarray, underlined by Roberto Carlos and his aberration. It's 4-2 on aggregate now to Bobby Robson's team. Schuker. Two in the middle, and Cedor. Bodies flung in his path, but Couto and Popescu, I think it was. Led back invitingly then by Schuker. came off Popescu from Cedro. Here's the corner. Figo. That's a foul on Ronaldo by Roberto Carlos. Well, he did seem to play the ball there, but he's gone in from behind with the tackle. So Victor, Spanish under-21 international, coming on in place of Amovisca. It's a foul by Hierro on Pizzi. And Hierro is going to be shown a second yellow card by the looks of things here. His reaction would certainly suggest that, and it's going to be red now for Hierro. He certainly nudged Pizzi, but I wonder whether he might also have sent something out of place after the referee had given the decision against him. Bit of argy-bargy going on between the two. So Real down to 10 men now, and 2 goals behind on aggregate. No reward there for Pizzi. Block. That was careless. Here's Davor Schuker. Still Schuker. Tripped by Block. Penalty. Well, it's a theatrical dive in truth from Schuker. But the referee pointed immediately to the spot. They can't believe it, these Barcelona defenders. He's trying to step out of the way, Block. And Schuker has, well, to my mind, dived over his foot. There's no arguing. It's a penalty. And a great chance here for Schuker to pull a goal back. He's done so. 1-1 on the night. 4-3 on aggregate. Real are still in there fighting. Davor Schuker. I felt the penalty decision was harsh. And he's fooled Vito Baia with a little shuffle there. And delivered his kick high into the net. A goal on 78 minutes, 9 minutes after Roberto Carlos had put the ball through his own net. So we've got a real finish shot now. Ronaldo. The Brazilian tumbled. A yellow card for the tackle from Alcorta, who allowed his frustration to show. He's lashed out at Ronaldo. But how do you contain this man with his individual skill, his strength? Now Ferrer is going off to be replaced by Giovanni. Another Brazilian. Scored in the first leg between the two teams. Fernando Couto has gone up, also Nadal. They've got some height in there, Barcelona. That was Seedorf. Here's Amuniki, the Nigerian. Nadal. Popescu calling in the centre. And this is Popescu. Fernando Couto. And then Roberto Carlos just managing to force it back to Ilner. Not construed as a back pass. That's the initial header from Fernando Couto, which the keeper couldn't hold. And Roberto Carlos holding off Fernando Couto. The last throw of the dice from Fabio Capello. Nadal caught in possession by Redondo, but it's all over. It's victory for Barcelona. Last season's beaten finalists are through to the last 8. Real Madrid came so close to overcoming them, but the setback of that Roberto Carlos own goal was too much to overcome in the end. And Barcelona are through to the quarter-final.